Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Mother's House Podcast, and I am D to the Sean.
My name's C to the O to the R-I-I. Cory in the building. What's up? I'm a little bit high. I'm just playing. What's up, cuzzo?
Chillin'. What's up with you?
Man, just living, trying to take care of the little things here and there. Just about as much as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We all working.
Getting this life together. I feel you.
Trying to. So, the debates are tonight.
Well, they already happened.
No, they have another one.
I think that one already happened as well.
Well, as of
are they
right
having
now,
a third one?
They have a two. So it's one with 5. So many. They got the Avengers up there. I don't know what they got. So many damn people.
As you all can tell, we missed the debates.
But we want to talk about some of the highlights from really pretty much Marianne Williamson, which y'all probably clicked on this link for, regarding to her reparations comment, and also speak on some of the candidates that we feel, how we feel about them, and where we stand with them. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into that in just a second. So y'all please stay tuned.
Right.
I was supposed to do background music. I'm sorry.
Okay. That sucks. We're losing listeners. God damn it, by the minute. I'm joking. But so Marianne Williamson, Don Lemon asked her a question about what makes her qualified to talk about reparations or whatever. Then she started talking about how black people deserve reparations from slavery, everything that happened after slavery, and this country is just a group of people and we need to heal, and that's one thing that we never healed from. And no one has ever really talked about or said anything about reparations on a national debate stage. So it's a really big deal. It really is. Even though her numbers was off, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be like in trillions. She was like in the 100 millions, but it need to be in like in the trillion. The 100 millions, that's like a Beyonce.
She said it should be like 3 trillion. She said it should be the trillion. She did say that, but
then she was like, she think the country can only do $1 billion. Let me tell you something. This country do anything they want to do.
Facts, but they not.
Shit. With pressure.
With pressure, they can do something. You know what I'm saying? But at least the conversation is being had on the national stage, which sets precedent in the long fight for reparations. Because like I said, ADOS is not necessarily a new thing. The whole fight for reparations is not a new thing. It's been happening since
since forever.
Since the Civil War, since after the Civil War, since slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Since them 40 acres and a mule was promised, that never happened.
Which never happened. Then on top of that, more trauma. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Civil rights movement came around. Martin Luther King was saying, "Hey, let's go get my check."
And he got shot.
He got killed. More trauma.
Right. The redlining and the crack era and all type of shit. It's just been a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, white people just been getting richer and richer and richer and richer.
And the wealth gap is prevalent in our society. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you feel. We feel slavery as well as the people who benefit from slavery. They still feel it too. So, everyone is living a life based off of what happened to our ancestors. You know what I mean? Because certain things were never corrected. So, and kudos to ADOS, you know what I'm saying? Because they really brought that message to the forefront, Kudos to Yvette and Tone. Okay, so Cory already know this. Y'all know I love Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore. I'm like the biggest fan. And and kudos to everyone who talked about reparations in the past. I'm not going to just look past them, but I do feel like Antonio and Yvette really brought it to another level. You know what I'm saying? They took the torch and they ran with it, and they created ADOS. Well, they didn't create ADOS. They created the hashtag ADOS, and it has really just taken off. And I think it has given descendants of slavery, which me and Cory are. It's really giving people a sense of pride, and I'm here for it. Totally here for it.
You know, I give them credit for the work that they put in. You know, the studies, the research that they put in regarding to this, towards the reparations talks, towards the reparations, towards ADOS, and sense of pride and all that. I definitely agree. There's certain things that I don't agree with them, Antonio Moore and Yvette, on certain.
All right,
topics.
You'll never agree with. You'll never agree everythly.
Exactly. It's never going to be 100%.
And that's with anybody. That's with your wife.
Right. With your wife, husband,
your boss, your employee, whoever.
Yeah, you and your parents, or sisters, siblings, kids, everything.
Twin brother.
Your damn dog.
Right. Oh, good shit.
But, with that being said, do you think, because Marianne Williamson, she's probably the most Googled candidate since last night debate. A lot of people want to know who she is, what she's about, where she comes from.
Reparations just kind of catch black people out. We be like, huh?
Yeah.
Like what? What she said?
Really?
She said our word?
You know what I'm saying? And granted, a lot of people give lip service to it. You know what I'm saying? And who to say she's not giving lip service to it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can never fully trust a politician.
You never can. But the fact that she was sincere enough and clear enough to give numbers, even though they might be a little skewed compared to the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But she brought it up in a real way on that stage.
A way that no one else did.
Yeah, no one else would. Be quite honest. Let's be clear. Like, Kamala Harris ain't gonna do that.
Right. It's like everyone's always scared to talk about black issues. It's almost like black people are this do not touch area. Like, oh shit, we can't talk about that. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that she even brought up the Flint, Michigan, how that's like the tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just Flint, Michigan that is dealing with the lead poisoning. You go to New Orleans, South Carolina with the water sewage. There's a lot of different places. And
places you don't even know because the country infrastructure has been so,
neglected.
Exactly. So it's places, man, we may be living in a place right now with water similar to Flint and don't even know it.
Don't even know it.
Right.
Don't even know it.
I remember my church, the water used to come out brown all the time.
Yeah, and that's a clear sign. And that's a clear sign of either lead contamination, the pipes, having iron, something going on with the piping and water system. So we got to be mindful of these things, man. Like it's within America when it comes to race relations and everything. Like black people are always last viewed. You know what I'm saying? As far as policy driven. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think that stems from?
Slavery.
Yeah, it's almost like even though some white people try to act like they
give a damn.
Yeah, it's almost like it's in their genes. And not all white people, but because the behaviors of their ancestors has been so.
Well, it's taught behavior. You know what I'm saying? Behavior taught is generational trauma,
which is passed down through genes.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's it could be genes.
They said it is. That's what I heard some people say.
That what Yvette said?
Not Yvette, but it was someone who did a study, and they said just like a dog knows how to. Like, I think fear is passed through the genes. Like, when you beat a dog and it starts to become disciplined, then the dogs underneath that become disciplined. I don't know. I'm saying it way incorrectly, but all I know is trauma is passed through genes and behavior is passed through genes. Just like somebody said, oh, you walk just like your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things, characteristics are passed through genes.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And mentalities and ideologies and philosophies, theories, and all that passed down, not necessarily through genes, but through learned behavior. And learned behavior passed down historically through, how society at the times, society changes, but people don't really change. To be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, more people is being more acceptable to hearing and learning more about women rights. You know what I'm saying? Now, but motherfuckers still misogynistic. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with slavery, same thing with racism, all that shit.
People have to be forced to change. And I think, and that's why I like AWS, because we're forcing things to happen. Like, people don't respond to, like, can you change? They don't respond to kindness. You gotta you have to be a force.
No. We gotta have more of a Black Panther approach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to have a more organized approach towards change if you want things to change. And we need to start supporting each other, more. You know what I'm saying? Stop infighting. Always. That's not just to ADOS, that's every melanated person across the planet. But right now we're dealing with the reparation movement. We're dealing with the political spectrum. Like, I like the fact that people are not taking these politician words as as the best water to drink. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it shows growth.
It shows growth in our political mind. Like, we're growing in our political stance, and it's not new. This is the thing. It's not new. It wasn't like Black folks never had no political power, or they never had no political savvy in the political spectrum. But it's like we just dropped the ball for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Long ass time. And just ran with the Democratic Party just because it's Democratic Party. And
now it's like, okay, we gonna give all this to y'all. What y'all gonna give to us?
Yeah, what we doing? What we working with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is how it should be. Like, y'all don't get to just get a free ticket into the office. Y'all need to earn y'all keep. Shit. Nobody got time. Be supporting y'all for no reason. Nobody got time for that. So I love it. I love how Black people are maturing. Not all, some of us are maturing when it comes to politics, and not just taking the fact that you're a Democrat or the fact that you're a person of color or you Black or this or that. Like, we're starting to look past all that and see, like, what's your agenda? Do you have a Black agenda? Like, what you gonna do to help Black people? Like, because that's all I care about. Because all these other groups, all they care about is them. So, what you gonna do for us?
And that's the thing, man. Most people get butthole when you say that. Like, all you care about is Black agenda, and you just a racist. You only care about Black folks. Like, no, nobody saying like we don't care what's going down in the border with the immigrants.
Right.
Like,
no one wants like kids to be harmed and shit. Like, no one wants that.
Nobody talking about that, but our kids getting shot down in the street just as much as these kids getting rounded up and killed inside cages.
Right, exactly.
So, and our kids getting locked up in cages. So, and the trauma on top of that.
And the economy for Black people, like, we got a lot of shit.
We got a lot of issues. So,
like, it's almost like we got to save ourselves.
It's not necessarily about just saving self. It's like, how can I help anybody else if I ain't right? You know what I'm saying?
I gotta save myself.
I gotta fix me before I can help.
You gotta fix home. Like,
I gotta fix me before I can help anybody else.
Like, if I'm looking around and it's things wrong with my own community, why I'm gonna go outside of that? Like, why I'm gonna walk past all these people who need my help to help somebody else? That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm. And once my community good and we strong enough, we can really help. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, like, then we can really be a help. Then it can be a domino effect. Like, we can help so many people.
It won't be like the situation where, people are, how people just, do a quick tweet. Yeah, I'm gonna bring light to this. Like, no, we have power, we have motivation, we have resources that we can actually implement and help people out. You know what I'm saying? Once we get ourselves, our financial situation, from finances to education to resources to so many different things, political, all those things. You know what I'm saying? Psychological, mental health. You know what I'm saying? There's a study that's showing like 85% Black people suffer from PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of what I was talking about. How it's passed down.
Yeah, trauma is passed down. You read Dr. Joy DeGruy book, Post-Traumatic Slavery Disorder. Right. She details the trauma being passed down from the genes, not necessarily just from the genes, but from trauma to trauma to trauma to trauma. And nobody got mental, like when slavery happened, after slavery ended, they didn't give the slaves no counseling.
They didn't give them shit.
They didn't give them nothing. They had to live with that trauma that they dealt with during slavery.
And then they dealt with more trauma.
And they dealt with more trauma. And then that trauma passed down to their kids to our parents, you know what I'm saying, to our grandparents. And so
right, because slavery wasn't that long ago, so.
It wasn't. Like, our great-grandmother was enslaved. You know what I'm saying?
Great, I think.
Yeah, great-great-grandmother. You know what I'm saying? On my father's side, it's my great-grandmother. Oh, but, cause my daddy old as hell. Yeah, man, like, it's crazy, man. A lot of people, they overlook black folks for so long, now we like, nah, y'all can't keep overlooking
right,
us.
And they don't know how to handle that. Like, why they want something? Because we owe them. That's why.
It's really because after the Black Panther Party got disbanded, you know, granted, there was a lot of organizations outside of the Black Panther Party after that rise of Black Power, Black Empowerment. But at the same time, it wasn't organized or as strong as the Black Panther Party was. You know what I'm saying? Now we come into a age of Aquarius where it's not about an individual. It's not Huey P.
Right. And I love that.
It's organizational. It's team collective. It's group organizations coming together.
Right, because it's more than just one leader. Like, it's a lot of, like, you could be a leader in your own community.
Yeah. Like, it's like everybody have a role to play.
Right, we all have our role. This podcast here is a role. You know what I'm saying? We all have our role, and I love that.
Mm-hmm. It's community building. It's a village mentality.
It's a real life collective.
Yeah, it's really a village mentality. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to raise, you know, that one king, or Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? We have to build those kind of communities.
As well as I think we have just kind of learned from raising up that one person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Because once that person gone, everybody just fall apart. You know what I'm saying?
So I love the fact that, you know, YouTube, even though YouTube has its issues, but other people, not just Yvette and Tone, but a lot of other people are standing up and having their own platforms. Like, we need a lot of platforms. I'm always down for a new platform. Like, I'm not solely anybody's hive. You know what I'm saying? I love when other people get up and start doing the research and putting out YouTube videos and galvanizing people and really start, you know, their own movement within a movement.
But we got to make sure we keep in mind, you have to do your own personal research, your own dive into the knowledge. Don't just take anybody's word that's on YouTube or on any other platform, even our platform. Don't just take our word for it.
I always say a real platform will, that when it comes to real shit. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it will force you to go do the research.
Not only will
you want to go look it up.
Not only will it force you, but it also give you more research. Like, they'll be like, don't take my word for it. They'll give you sources.
Yeah, they give you sources instead of just being like, well, you can Google it. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably actually tell you, hey, check out, like I just gave you a book to check out, Dr. Joy DeGruy, Post-Traumatic Slavery Disorder, or Dr. Ben Carson books. Check him out. There's a lot of people.
Even though Ben Carson has his issues too, but go ahead.
Not Ben Carson. Dr. Ben. It's not Ben Carson. I forget Dr. Ben's last name. Clark, Dr. Henry Clark, and what's Ben? Dr. Ben. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody in the comment section will drop the name for me. I just can't think of the name of the man. Great ancestor.
Right. But
did
people
a lot
will
of research in Africa, in Egypt, you know, all that information.
Right. So. But like, I feel like good leaders give you other people to source. You know, they give you sources, other sources. It's kind of almost, because I feel like that kind of validates them as well. Like, shit, don't take my word for it. Like, look at this person, look at that person, look at this person, look at that person, and they give you real people, like real sources, not just like my cousin from around the way said it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he said it. They give you like real.
And not to dismiss your cousin who probably said something that did such and such, but instead at the same time, they give you real sources.
Credentials. Right? People with credentials, right.
And not just people with, because you don't have the credentials to have knowledge. You can get knowledge regardless.
Most definitely, but those credentials mean something.
Yeah, you need something to cite. You need something to you know, like when you're doing a paper, you're doing a research paper, and they're going to ask you for your sources. So where you get this information from? How can I take what you're saying as fact?
Exactly.
Well, here you go. You know what I'm saying? I got it from here, and we do the study of this, and this, and this. Boom. There go your facts. Right. You know what I'm saying? This proves my point. Boom, boom, boom. Now we can have a debate whether my point is off and whether my facts is wrong, and you got other facts that can contradict what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Or saying.
It's just not on some hearsay shit. It's
really not about an individual. That's what it's really about.
And I love
everybody, and that's the gift of the internet. You know what I'm saying? The gift of
it's made us one people.
You know, I wouldn't say the internet made us one.
Well, not all people, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just talking about ADOS.
I wouldn't even say that about ADOS. A lot of ADOS don't identify ADOS.
That's what they don't know yet.
Even if they did, they probably wouldn't identify that as neither. But like I'm saying, it's really getting everybody to actually have a conversation amongst each other about community, village, the children.
It gives platforms, basically.
It gives a lot of people a platform. You know, shout out to Thought Crime, shout out to Yvette, shout out to Tone Talk, shout out to Nerd Soul. All these different platforms that independent black platform, Doggy Diamonds, check him out. Doggy Diamond is so dope.
Shout out to Professor Truth. They deleted his YouTube channel and they wrong for that because he be speaking real shit.
Yeah, shout out to him. Also, shout out to Urban X Television. Who else? Black Magic 363. Shout out to all the different independent YouTubers, not just YouTubers, scholars, people young black men, young black women who out here doing the work and trying to get people to look beyond than the popular culture facade. You know what I'm saying? Get them to look a little deeper into things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To get people to start thinking for themselves. That's why when you see in the beginning of this podcast, you got the little black girl telling you to think for yourself before it's still legal. You know what I'm saying? One problem with social media, it calls people, and that's the thin line with the whole organization think tanks or the group think, as you may call it. It can turn into where you don't have your own individual thought, so you all thinking the same as a group of people. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fine line. You still are individual. You still have to think for yourself and do your own research to know where do you lie, where do your values and morals lie. And that's the whole thing. We got to have values and morals again. And I think that's the beautiful thing about what's going on, what I see with ADOS, what I see with so many different organizations that's actually out here pushing the issues of black people and black liberation. You know what I'm saying? So we got to give that the salute. And yeah, man, reparations being really taught on a national stage. We didn't really get into the whole the other candidates because let's be honest, nobody else really.
Ain't nobody else saying shit.
Nobody else really standing out, and we can't say they ain't saying shit because they saying shit to other people, to other groups, and
well, guess what group I'm worried about?
Yeah, exactly. So you know, and not to say I don't give a damn about those other groups. It's just the fact that like those other groups been talked to. They've been.
And you know what?
Shit going.
And if they are saying so, feel free to leave it in the comments.
You know, and let us know what's going on out there, because like I said, we missed the debates, watching the full debates.
We're gonna watch it later.
We watched a lot of clips about Marianne Williamson, saw some clips about Beto O'Rourke, what his name? Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, all these different candidates, and nobody really stand out more than what Marianne Williamson. Even though she sounded crazy on the first one, she sounded real crazy.
Yeah, but hey, she's learned. Okay.
You know, hey, yeah, but do you think she really got a chance?
I don't know. She's not a favorite. It sucks because at the end of the day, this is all about money. Who's spending the most campaign dollars? That's what the fuck this is about, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Do you think does it matter if people keep saying like the Russians control the electoral colleges and all this and this, that and the other, and they got control of the political spectrum on the Trump side, and they gonna make Trump win regardless? Do you feel that is an issue for the Democratic Party?
No, I think the Democratic Party need a soul.
Yeah, because they lack that, and I think Marianne Williamson pointed that out very well.
They have no passion on their side.
They had no passion. They had no. It's nothing that people could really gravitate to.
Yeah, they're such politicians. They're so like, I'm saying the right thing because they're so robotic, and I think it's obvious.
It is. Yeah. And the thing that worked for when Obama ran is the fact that he played on your heartstrings. You know what I'm saying?
Obama really didn't have a soul either, but we thought Obama had a soul, and we were hoping that Obama would come through, and he never did.
Well, no, I wouldn't say he didn't have a. Well, yeah, you can say he didn't have a soul, but I would say when he was campaigning for the first time, it wasn't about him not having a soul because he was very. It was the fact that he was so relatable. His family was so relatable. His life was so relatable. But
I feel like having a soul is more than just surface. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It very much is, and that's what he was. It was very surface level.
Because I feel like you can learn surface. You can learn how to talk to black people and bring this preacher around, and have Stevie Wonder in the background and talk to people and shake their hand and be nice
and play a damn saxophone.
We see Republicans every day that do that to us. But what your soul say, and at the end of the day, your soul is going to tell us who you really are.
Facts. And the fact that, we're in an age where people are just looking past the surface stuff. We're looking deep.
Right. And we can because of the internet.
And we can. Exactly. And then we can look deeper into that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they want to pass on this law where, they restrict people internet access.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is it called? It starts with an N, I think.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. Y'all didn't come with more repair. Damn.
Nobody care.
Hey man, nobody care. Y'all know what we're talking about. So even if you do not, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Yo, I really appreciate y'all listening to us. We are back in full effect, Mother's House Podcast. We got some more work to do. We also got other podcasters for you to check out, like the Light Bulb Moment. Check that out. Yeah. If you need some enlightenment, some motivation. And also, what's the other show, Shawty?
The Will and Deshaun Show.
And give them a little breakdown what that's about.
So the Will and Deshaun Show is about gay black culture, pretty much. We talk about all type of stuff. We have a show that reviews the show Pose, which is about trans life in the early 90s, late 80s. And then we talk about different things that affect gay black males. So that's what the Will and Deshaun Show is about. I would love for y'all to listen, come through, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment, fuck with us. We here.
You know what I'm saying? And as a straight black man, I approve of that message. Y'all need to check that show out.
I appreciate that. Cause
you know what I'm saying? But we also have
virtual handshake. But go ahead.
virtual handshake. High five.
Right.
But damn, you slapped me, bitch. But we also want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification when we come and popping up with more episodes for you guys. And we just growing, man. We right now at like 900 subscribers, so we want to get that up.
We're at 976, so all we need is 24 subscribers to be on another level of YouTube stuff. So go into y'all friends and subscribe to us real quick, and you know what I'm saying.
Just help the brothers out, man. We trying to make things happen. We working, learn. I'm learning how to program. I'm learning how to create websites. So we're gonna have our website up very soon, probably within the year. We're gonna have that set up for you guys. We're gonna have our Patreon set up. So, like 6 months. Like we really grinding, man. So we really appreciate y'all listening. And thank y'all for listening, and please do the research for yourself on all the candidates. Don't just take one candidate making a big splash at the debates and thinking it's going to be one thing and they get it off and they'll do something totally different. Just keep your eyes open on and keep pressure on everyone.
For sure.
Anybody's trying to sell you a dream.
Sure.
That's what most of these politicians do anyway.
Make sure y'all
and also YouTubers. So just
make sure y'all follow us, Mother's House Pod, on Instagram. Follow this podcast, share it. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, comment, whatever you want to comment, even if you don't agree. And thank you so much. Y'all be blessed. Come back. See y'all later.
I will not raise my daughter differently than my mother raised me. The rearing I got from my mother, words cannot express. I could live in any time, I could live in any country, I could live on any planet, and I would be fine.
What was the key? What did your mother know? What truth was coming through your mother that's going to come through you to your daughter?
My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. And there are two that stand out foremost in my mind. One is, the inner reality creates the outer form. I learned this when I was in grade school. I was very young. And the other is, the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it.